And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. This reading is for Erin. Erin was the winner of my giveaway. I just got back from Mallorca, Spain. It was amazing. And let me do a quick audio check to make sure that you guys can
Step back from
hear me. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm going to jump into it. I apologize. I ended up getting sick probably on the flight back, and so I've been a little bit under the weather. I had to reschedule my birthday plans and everything, but I do wanted to get back into reading. So I haven't done a reading in a couple of weeks. So Erin, you are getting me like fresh out of the gate, which is usually a really good thing. So give me a moment here. And we're going to jump into it. Okay, so Erin has two areas of interest. First thing we're going to talk about is career. First thing we're going to jump into is career. And so what jumped out? The Knight of Pentacles. So I definitely feel, okay, thank you, Spirit. Give me 1 second here. I haven't done this in a minute. Okay, 1 second, Erin. The one thing about you that I am picking up on, especially with that Knight of Pentacles flying out of the deck, I do feel like you are someone who you are willing to put in the hard work and actually when it comes to, career. And but I do want you to, what I'm about to say is going to sound very boomery. And there's a lot of people in this new age spiritual world that don't think this way. But what I'm picking up on in this energy is you're someone who is willing to work hard. I do feel like you can be a hard worker. You are a hard worker, and there is no free lunch, right? And I think that you're kind of waiting for the right opportunity to come along that you can pour yourself into. And I feel like that opportunity hasn't come to you yet. Okay. So what I want to focus on is the forward projection of your career, because I do think that there is something available that is coming that is going to be worthwhile. And I want to see how that's going to play out for you. Like I do think that hard work will pay off for you. I don't think that you're someone who is spoiled or like things are handed to you. Like I think that you're actually really willing to put the work in and do it and feel good about putting the work into something. So I don't know why I don't know, that Knight of Pentacles, like if that's something that you've been thinking about or something, like I don't know, maybe that's some kind of validation for you that your hard work is going to pay off and it is going to be worth something. And I actually feel like focusing on your career could actually be a very, very healthy outlet and a great use of your focus and your time as well. Give me one moment here. All right, Erin. So first we're going to talk about career. Spirit, show me the trajectory in the in the coming months and the coming year. Show me what is coming towards Erin in regard to career. 3 of Pentacles. I think, the Moon. I feel like people think that you are a good teammate. I think that people feel like you are someone that in a work setting, you're someone who's easy to work with and easy to get along with, and you can get the job done. I think that for you, what's really highlighting for me is that I think you have to focus on what it is that you want so that you can actually attract it, because I feel like there's some confusion there. Like, I don't think that people would hesitate to hire you. I think you're hesitating about, do I want to jump into this type of industry? Do I want to lock into this type of job opportunity? And so I think for you is get really clear about like what kind of job it is that you want to get into, because once you're locked in, I feel like you'll do well and there's a lot of growth there. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. You kind of hit the ground running. One moment. Ember May. She's very talkative. We have, yeah, the Death card here. There's a lot of internal transformation happening for you as well. I feel like you, again, the Death card represents Scorpio energy. It's transformative. Hold on 1 second. Baby girl. Really? I know. I see that you have this. You're such a good girl. Sorry, my Taurus is very sassy and she pretty much runs this household. Okay, so with the Death card, this is someone who I feel like, the Knight of Wands and the Death card, I feel like once you do accept and move into this new job opportunity, it's like you're hitting the ground running. You don't need much guidance. You don't even need much training. Maybe you're getting into something that you've already done before, but this actually feels like you're hitting the ground running. But I think half the challenge and the battle for you is getting clear about what kind of work and exactly what it is that you want to do. Because if you can't get clear, you can't focus, right? And when people talk about manifestation and stuff like that, I think that's part of it, right? Is like you just have to get clear. All right, Spirit, what else is coming towards Erin? Yeah, 6 of Swords. There's also been a lot of, 8 of Pentacles. Love that. I feel like there's been a lot of healing for you as well these past few months. Maybe your money mindset or how you're thinking about or approaching career. I think that the mistakes in the past, or even like the gift of time, age, and maturity, like I think that you will be, if you weren't before, I mean, I actually don't really see that, but I feel like whatever situation you're entering, 6 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, coming out of this energy, you're hitting the ground running. You're very serious. You want to focus on the positive. You want to move to calmer waters. You want to get things done. Spirit, show me what else. We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, wow. And what's really funny is we have 3 of the Knights represented here. And the other thing that's really funny is that the Knight of Pentacles is what popped out. And he's the only one that's not here. So I feel like in your reading, all 4 Knights popped out. So for me, I feel like you're someone who is, in regard to career, you're someone who's very well-rounded. I do see a really cool opportunity coming your way. I feel like even, I would say the next 3 to 6 months, I feel like something is coming your way. You may have to move. The 6 of Swords is a card of travel. So if you are looking to relocate, I would cast a wide net to, whatever place it is. Again, the moon represents confusion. Once you get clear about where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to do, then you can cast your net, right? And you can start applying for those jobs or looking for those opportunity. I feel that there is good money coming in. I feel like this is a solid job opportunity. Once it happens, the Knight of Swords as well. Once it happens, I feel like it'll be a very quick turnaround. That I feel like 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a really cool opportunity that comes your way. And you're just going to kind of seize it and move forward. But know that only you and you alone can choose your path. And it's about getting clear about where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to do. The other thing I'll tell you is, and I was just chatting with a friend the other day about, I'll never forget this. First reading I ever had in my life. I'll never forget this guy from my hometown. He told me, you can always say yes, you can always say no, and you can always change your mind. So I also feel like one of the things you're going to be focusing on as well as you prepare is like calculated risk, right? Because I think don't let the fear hold you back. I know you're a Libra, right? And Libras, no shade, can sometimes struggle with making decisions. And so there may be all of this like mental noise of like, well, what if it doesn't work out? Or what if I don't like it? You can say yes, you can say no, and you can change your mind, right? You can go back, you can, or go forward or whatever, but you have the ability and the creativity to create the life that you want for yourself. And don't, and I think part of that is the moon represents, this is so interesting that this is in this reading. The moon represents fear, right? And making decisions or lack of making decisions out of fear is something I think that you are working through and transforming right now. Okay. So I want you to look at some of your fears and decide for yourself, you know what? I can move to calmer waters. I can move to things that are healthier and smoother. And what if things work out? Even if, and also one of the things I remember when I moved to the city I live in now, originally I was like, it was a huge culture shock. And I was like, this is really weird. I don't know if I can handle it here. And my buddy over at Power Moon Tarot, Natalie H., gave me a reading, and she told me, she goes, let yourself stay somewhere for a while, because the Six of Swords does represent long distance travel, which is the name of my channel. It's my favorite card. It represents, moving to calmer waters as well as, traveling. And I've been a little bit of a gypsy in my life, moving around a lot. And once I worked through the fear of, where I'm at right now, and I tell these anecdotes as in hope to like relate, help the story make sense. But, once I was able to stay here long enough, I realized that like, I love it here. I want to stay here for the long haul. So give yourself the time and space to work through your fears. And it takes a long time to get settled, especially if you move to a new place or really anywhere you go. I was also really like, when I moved into the the current home that I'm in right now, I was really shaken up because just the energy was really different. And then I realized that like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed. This energy has been very healing for me. But it takes many moons, sometimes even years to like realize that. So I just want to like say like hang in there as well. But I do feel like there could be a move coming up as well as a job opportunity, 3 to 6 months. We have the Fool. And that's the thing. The choice is yours. Is the fear going to hold you back, or are you going to take that leap of faith? Because you can go to every astrologer, you can go to every tarot reader, but at the end of the day, wow, I love this. Ace of Swords. Sword of truth here. What is your truth? What do you want to create for your life? In some ways, I kind of feel like you have a blank canvas and you can really create whatever it is that you want. And if you work through that fear and see the opportunities that are in front of you, and that this glass is not only is it, half full, it could be overflowing in your life, but you're the one who gets to create that. Spirit, show me what else in regard to career for Erin. We have Mercury in the 8th house with Aries. Yeah. And Aries is the opposite of Libra. Aries is the Fool energy that springs forward, taking that taking risk. But again, as a Libra, maybe you are like, okay, I want to take a calculated risk to make sure that like this risk could be worth the reward. And for you, I feel like it will be. The Mercury in the 8th house, you're communicating differently, you're moving differently. Some of this is also about, I don't know if your confidence took a hit, but I feel like there's something here about you regaining confidence in the way that you communicate or the way that you're approaching your professional life, or maybe just even in general. Spirit, show me what else is coming up for Erin in career. A fiery climax approaches. I think you could get an opportunity sooner than you think. We have conclusions are within reach. A personal issue reaches resolution. Really great cards here. Believe in the impossible, okay? Let's see. I don't want to run over a cat. Hi, baby Augie. You're such a good boy. Okay. What else? What else? What else? All right, Spirit, what else can you tell me for Erin? Wisdom. You're taking the wisdom, the lessons learned from this is Leo energy. You know, it's really interesting. Even though yesterday, still my friend, we have some funny planetary stuff going on right now. We had a fire trine we had a grand trine in fire signs yesterday, even though it is Mercury retrograde, with Mercury being in the sign of Sag. You know, those of us who are sensitives may be feeling this energy of like, we got to get up and go and do something, right? And so I feel like something might be stirring within you where you're like, okay, maybe you were lacking energy for a while, and with, I don't know, this Leo energy, number 22 is kind of sticking out for me. Maybe you're feeling like, okay, I want to get serious, I want to figure this out, and I'm ready to work through my fear now. Maybe you needed a break and now you're ready to work through that fear. We have emotion. Yeah, maybe it took some time. We have Cancer energy. Could have taken some time for you to work through maybe your past job situation was a little bit emotional, and now Six of Swords, it's like, okay, cool, I've moved through that, I'm ready to hit the ground running now. And then we have success. Love this, and look, it's Libra. I love that for you. Keep me posted. But yeah, you're moving differently, you're approaching things with a little bit more fiery energy and a little bit more confidence. There's a big transformation that's happened. We have the 8th house. We also have the Death card here. So this is all good stuff. Whatever it is that you're going through, I think this was an important time of transformation for you in regard to your career. Okay. We're going to move on to your next area of interest, which is love and romance. Give me just a moment. And for those of you tuning in, I am going to, my voice isn't 100% back to normal, but I'm getting there. I'm feeling so much better. I even got back into a workout routine because of this fire trine. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot sit still for like another second. So I'm excited about that. But I am going to try to, I will be going on later tonight. So stay tuned for that. Not sure what time yet. I have some other work I need to get done, but yeah. Okay, cool. So we're going to move on to love and romance. You are curious about your love life. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Spirit, show me what's in store for Erin in the coming year in regards to romance. Just show me this energy of what's coming in. This feels good. Okay. Let me see if I pick up on anything here. Spirit, show me what's coming in for Erin in terms of love and romance. Give me one moment. Sorry, I gotta laugh, Spirit. Thanks so much. Thanks for being so clear, Spirit. So they're showing me a gentleman who is coming through, and he's probably around your age, maybe a little bit younger, but nothing like too crazy. He's coming through as an earth sign. We don't need to be married to the signs here. If he's not, it's fine. But I'm picking up on Taurus energy. And the reason I want to say that is because I'm seeing brown hair. Okay, full head of hair. Nice. He's actually pretty cute, but he comes through as this is the energy that he's giving off. He's very serious. He's very grounded, and to you, he might actually feel very boring. And this might be something that you have to work through, okay? Because if you're used to like fiery or like having some kind of drama or spunk or whatever, this person is not going to give you that, and it's going to feel very different. Okay, 1 second, let me see what else they're showing me. Yeah, this is someone who this is an honest person who's lived a very like I don't want to say mundane, but yeah, no, I feel like this guy is very, he did all of the right things, right? And this guy pays his taxes and he does the right things, and he's not trying to like cheat other people. Like, this is a very good, solid person. And I do think that there is part of you that this person is going to touch and awaken within you. But I do think you're going to question, like, am I okay with this? Like, I feel like this is boring. Is this the right thing? And again, like I said in the previous reading, let's see what the cards say too. But that's what I'm picking up on intuitively. You may question. So I will also say, like, give it time. There's no rush. You're in no race for this. Okay. And if you give yourself enough time, you could potentially grow something really nice with this person. Okay, Spirit, show me what's coming towards Erin in love. Yeah, we have 8 of Cups. Wow, Ace of Swords comes out again. 10 of Cups, beautiful energy. Wow, wow, wow. 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands, King of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, cool. This person could be a fire sign. They could be a earth sign. But what I will say is, and I don't really care about this, so they could be like a Leo or a Taurus, maybe a fixed sign, okay? But what I feel like is this person is a very quiet, confident King of Wands, where they're very warm, and this person leads by example. Beautiful energy. This person leads by example. This person doesn't, even though like a Leo can be very flashy. I mean, look at this King of Wands. What Spirit was showing me is this person just, they're very warm, and they take care of things around them, but they let their reputation and the way that they treat people and make them feel speak for itself, if that makes sense. So he's not driving around in some busted hoopty or anything like that, but I'm just saying this isn't someone who is flaunting like maybe the way like a Leo would. Here's another thing I want to talk about for you, Erin. The 8 of Cups and 5 of Swords. I think there's some things, the way that you're thinking about, the way that you've thought about romance, or the way that you've approached dating, you may have to leave some of those thoughts behind, or maybe you've healed through some things as well. I feel like there's a lot of reflecting and a lot of healing that's been happening for you. I would say even in the last 5 months here with this 5 of Swords, it's like what I was doing wasn't working out for me, and I just need to kind of, move in my truth, move towards what works for me. Here's what I feel like is going to happen. I think you're going to get this new job opportunity, And then I feel like you're going to meet this person. Okay. Why? Because if you are not feeling comfortable, confident, and settled, and I'm not saying it always works out like this, because I know tons of people who are hot mess express, married to, their third husband, whatever, right? This Nine of Pentacles, this is a very strong and stable woman on her own financially, who is doing well and is very abundant. You're feeling mentally, Ace of Swords, standing in your truth. You're already filling your own cup. I feel like when this person comes along, I feel like you could meet this person when you're out. You can meet this person through an acquaintance or through friends. Okay. Two of Wands, King of Wands. This is someone that just kind of subtly pops in. And this isn't, I also feel like this is someone that you wouldn't normally date, or you've never dated anyone like this before, which may be a good thing. But I say, the Two of Pentacles, there are things that may need to shift. There are things that you may need to not compromise in terms of like your deal breakers, but there may be some things that are really beautiful learning opportunities through this connection, through this relationship, that are worth learning. I feel like this person will kind of slow things down and soften things for your life. And if that doesn't feel familiar to you, you may question, like, what is this? Like, we're not, like, this isn't this crazy rat race dating app bullshit that I'm used to, right? It feels authentic. It feels slower. It feels different. And I also feel like it's worth taking a chance on. But yeah, you're just out kind of living your life, and I feel like this person comes along. I feel like you'll meet this person within the next year, possibly by next fall. But I feel like you're kind of settled into your new job. And I'm not telling you to not go out there and not date, but I think that you're walking away from some of the things that I don't know, you're walking away from however you were approaching dating before. You're like, Eight of Cups, this didn't work for me. Or you are fully cutting off men and partnerships from your past and healing from all of that pain. And you're like, I'm starting fresh, I'm starting new. It starts with loving myself, getting focused and confident in where I want to go, especially with that career reading that we just did. And then now I feel abundant. Now I feel stable. I'm out and about, doing whatever. And I meet this person. So this has potential to be a real relationship. Taurus keeps popping out, but yeah, I mean, they could be, a Sag or a Leo here, but this is someone who isn't flashy. They don't need to suck up the attention in the room. They're just a very subtle, and it's funny, I do feel like he kind of looks like this guy with these dark features. I'm picking up like white boy with dark hair. These types of features is what I was seeing. Let's roll some more for you. I have Virgo, Venus in Virgo. And you know what's real? This is going to be creepy because this is how my, hey, Kristen, this is how my brain works. Erin, I think I've run your chart before, and I think you actually have Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo is a funky placement. Okay. We all have funky placements. Don't worry. But, what I feel like this is saying to me is, I want you to embrace so I have Venus and Virgo in the fourth house, okay? The fourth house represents home and what makes us feel comfortable, okay? I think that you need to feel comfortable within your body and within yourself and who you are as a woman, because Venus and Virgo is a funky placement that can Venus doesn't love being in Virgo, okay? And so you have to understand what feeling like home in your body is. So the and the beautiful thing is I feel like this relationship can also help you with that. And no one can tell you what your normal is. Like you have to, if you don't see relationships or you don't see a home, this is another huge message for you, Erin. If you don't see a relationship out there that is something that you want, or a home or a lifestyle that is out there that is something that you want, you have to create it for yourself, okay? And with Venus and Virgo in the fourth house, this is making your freak flag or your own funky self or whatever feels home to you, your normal, and be okay with that. And not worry about how someone else is living or someone else's relationship or what someone else's home life looks like. You're creating what works for Erin. And once you embrace that, I feel like this dynamic is something that could be really beautiful for you. That could be something you're working through right now as well. Spirit, show me what else is going on with this connection. Yeah. I think there's a lot of crap that you're healing and cutting away with the scythe here. This is about cutting away the old, or maybe how you thought a relationship should look, or maybe you were trying, it's like round peg, square hole. Like you were trying to force Erin into someone else's box that wasn't really working. And you're like, hold on, this is my shape. This is how I am. I hope this is making sense. But it's like once you understand your identity, and that's a thing, that's a challenge of Venus and Virgo. I want you to read about having your Venus in Virgo. And if you know your birth time, we can look at your chart in more detail if you want to. But yeah, and I feel like, the Tower in the Lenormand is a good thing. So that's what this deck is. And it's talking about something that's solid and stable. I feel like this guy, again, he could work for a hospital, he could work for a university or some type of like big establishment, or maybe that's something that you're looking into. Like, I want to work for a big corporation, or something that feels very solid and stable, that has and you're focused on creating that solid foundation. Another thing I want to say about this is, I know I'm like really getting wordy here, is that we heal our relationship issues through and in relationships, right? So like if you're single for a really, really long time, and then you start, dating someone or whatever, a lot of stuff will start bubbling up. And even through, whether it's a friendship, a platonic relationship, whatever, we heal our issues and our trauma and our insecurities through, loving partners that show us that who we are is okay, right? Like your freak flag of Venus and Virgo, and I'm trying to be funny here, but Venus and Virgo in the fourth house, like my funky normal is okay because it's a perfect fit with this dude, with this King of Wands. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps. You have known each other before, past life connection, wedding. This could be a long-term partner for you. But I feel like this is someone you can meet within the next year. I'm feeling fall of 2025. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Erin, thank you so much for watching the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.